The first thing that we're going to do with our shell here is we're just going to line it up with our existing holster just to make sure that it is the correct shell. This is a platform and shell for a LC9, so I'm just going to line it up and make sure that it fits, which it does. Once we've done that, we're going to wipe down this shell really quick with some rubbing alcohol just to make sure it's nice and clean. So to remove our existing hardware from our holster, we're going to flip it over. We're going to use one finger to hold the T-nuts or the barrel nuts on the back in place to make sure that they don't spin as we remove the hardware from the front. So depending on your Revolution holster, it'll either have these barrel nuts or these T-nuts. The T-nuts especially, they have these little teeth on them. So as you loosen these, if they start to spin at all on the back of the platform, they're going to rip up and tear the platform if they move too much. So I'm going to flip over our holster, put one finger on the back of where we're going to remove our first screw, and we're just going to start to loosen. If you ever get to a T-nut that you can't loosen without the back spinning, what you can do is you can take a pair of pliers and very gently reach in and hold the T-nut in place with the pliers. And then with your screwdriver, you can loosen that screw. So I wanted to do a quick side-by-side comparison. This is the Ruger LC9, and this is a Glock 43. Both of these firearms are a single stack 9mm pistol. These are our platforms that we have for each. So this is the LC9, this is the Glock 43. Just by looking at them, you can tell that they are shaped differently. So each of our platforms and our shells are designed specific for each firearm. So if you were to try and take the shell for the LC9 and fit it onto the platform for the Glock 43, the holes on the platform do not line up with the shell. Even though these pistols are very similar in size, you cannot swap shells between different platforms. It does have to be a one-to-one shell swap. To attach our new shell to our platform, we are going to use our existing hardware from this shell. If you want to purchase new hardware, you can on our website, but we're just going to use our existing. So first thing is we're going to line it up on our platform with our spacers. There are two types of screws that come with the appendix. The longer ones are used to attach the clip, while these shorter ones we'll use on the top half of the holster. So I'm going to take one of the shorter screws first, a washer, and we're going to line it up. I'm going to leave the bottom two holes on the shell empty. That is where our clips are going to go. Put one finger on the back of the holster, making sure that T-nut stays in place, and we're going to tighten these down. We're going to take a long screw, our washer, our clip, and a spacer. For the clips, the height can be adjusted on these. There's two different heights you can choose from. Most appendix setups are going to use this lower clip, but you can pick between the two just depending on where you want your holster to ride. So we're going to stick it through our clip and put our spacer on the back. And same thing on the other side. If you get any kind of spinning like that, just means our screw is not lined up with our T-nut. So just loosen it and try again. You can go back through and tighten any of the screws down that you would like to tighten any more. We can take our firearm here